COSA, the Central Ontario Standardbred Association, proudly serving Ontario horse people with integrity and accountability. Collaborative, supportive, helping to ensure a vibrant harness racing industry. Lifetime membership is free and there are many benefits. Become a new member today. COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. To find out more, visit cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario's half-mile harness racing action. We've got 11 races carded for this evening, 11 races carded for this coming Friday evening as well. This coming Friday in the grandstand and down around the paddock, you'll be able to purchase the most recent book of one of the greatest ever in harness racing history. We're talking about Some Beach Somewhere. So his book, Some Beach Somewhere, a harness racing legend. Those books will be available for purchase on track here through the grandstand and around the paddock. So those of you that were big fans of Some Beach Somewhere back in the day, his book will be with us on track on a Friday evening. Book will be selling Some Beach Somewhere, a harness racing legend. Again, those books available on track here in the grandstand and for horse people down around the paddock. And this Friday evening, I believe, Caretaker Night? I think so. Caretaker Appreciation Day this coming Friday evening at the Raceway. So we'll look forward to that. All kinds of giveaways, promos, COSA's involved as well. Thanks so much for them and helping out to celebrate our caretakers here in London. Wonderful job by all of our caretakers, and we will celebrate all of them this coming Friday evening here on track. Okay, so for Tuesday evening, it's the HBI Bet Pick 5 play right up front. At the start of the card, the early pick 5 taking serious action last night. I believe there was a pool of about $16,000, and we always guarantee our pick 5 pools here on the weekdays, $7,500 guaranteed pools, low takeout. So the opener, number 3, ATM Treasurer, is one that I'll look for in there. A third best finish there last time out. Jason Ryan stays on the drive. Then we're going to use a first-time starter here, this one being J120, a 2-year-old daughter of Art Speak. Goes out for Jerry Sims. Now, Jerry doesn't race much here in London, but when he does, and especially with one making a first time, he usually has them good to go. So Lauren House on board the 5 J120 for trainer Jerry Sims. The owner's John O'Brien. A winning qualifier here in London, I believe. Likely good to go there in the opener. And then the 8, Betty on the Beach, is in from Flamborough, showing some quick miles, but as I always mention this time of year, Flamborough a little bit quicker than London, but that's all right. Over to race number 2. Going to use the rail starters. We're talking about the 1, Strong Enough, and following out that is the 8, Bearcat Willie. Strong Enough. This is a much improved post for Lauren House, trained and driven son of Well Said. I really like his chances here with the rail tonight. You look at the last line there where he had to leave from the trailing spot, was sitting way back and swung wide in the late going, and still managed a decent 5th. The start before that, grit grinding away and just missing to finish second best in 57-3. A similar effort like that tonight could put him right into the winner's circle. For owner Sam Taylor, Strong Enough is a top selection for me, and I'm going to stick to it. And as mentioned, I'll also include Bearcat Willie, who will be following out, who will be following the helmet tonight because he got into a parking issue last time out. It was a beaten favorite. It just wasn't going to work for Bearcat Willie last time, so expect him to seek out a decent trip there this evening for Horner. Key play for me on this early pick 5, it's the middle leg, and we're going to key up the 4. I'm in control. So this one was an easy winner, gate to wire last time out for owner trainer Lorraine Molnar. Tyler Bohr stays on the drive. I'm looking through the program, and I'm not seeing much early speed other then Hot, I'm in control. So I see her going back to the top and going downtown in London again for 2 in a row. My key play, I'm going to stick to it. And we're going to go deepest of all in race number 4, the 5th race to complete. We'll look for the 1, GMC Trooper, the 6th, the Lone Ranger. And number 8, Kenny Joe, is returning to the races and now races for Don Rankin Jr. If you want to play along with the ticket on the monitor, 20-cent wager, likely about $18 even to come along for the ride. Early pick 4. There's another $7,500 guaranteed pool, low 15% take. It's a go-to wager here in London, always has been. Going to stay with the key to start things up, that being Hot, I'm in control. I'm thinking goes to the front, will be in control, and will double up. Todderborth now 8 wins away from 1,000 career victories in the sulky. As mentioned, we're going to go 5 deep in the 4th. We're using Always Been Crazy, Dragon Teen, River Dally, Acrobat, Hanover, and Toonie Teen. Getting a good shot there to get through race number 4. And the 5th race, 1, 6, and 8, and 5 deep again in race number 6. Another wide open event there with the Liddy's Liberty on the inside. Then you've got Wasaga coming in from Flamborough, Sharia Moore with some late speed for Natasha Day. A Black Diamond expected to be up close and taking lots of action in there. And even Ross Batten with Dazzle and Rosie in the outside post. She's one to think about in there. If you want to play along with that ticket, $15 even on a 20-cent wager. Late pick 5. It'll cover our final 5 races on tonight's card. So it begins in race number 7, another guaranteed pool, low take. Here for our late pick 5. We're going to go 5 deep in the opening leg. Going to use the inside 5 on gate. 8th race. 4, 7, and 8. It's a seniors event. Twilight Zone on the outside, post 7. Another great pick, trailing out, post 8. Ross Batten stays on the 8. Now, number 4, Kinnebromack, is going to be paying well in there. This is 8-1 in the morning line, was over 50-1 last time out. Now, he caught my eye. Closing up, the 14-year-old. He came from last to finish a strong 5th. If there's an upset player in there, I'm thinking it's the 4, Kinnebromack. So likely to take some serious action will be the 7 and 8 in race 8. Again, we're going to try Kinnebromack at a big price. Jason Ryan on board for Debbie O'Brien Morin. Over to race number 9, the middle leg of the pick 5, My Inside Voice, Class Relief, and then the 5, Who Said Not To. 4 deep in the 10th. This pick 5, it's all going to hinge on number 1, Rough Trade, in the finale. If he's as good as he was last time out, I don't think they'll get close. He'll try for 3 in a row tonight after winning in 57-3. Mark St. Louis Jr. stays on for the trainer Stacey Curry. It's the added distance tonight. Rough Trade for 3 in a row, my key play in the finale. $24 even, by the way, to play along on a 20-cent pick 5, the way it looked on the screen. Late pick 4. Covers our last 4. That begins in race number 8. I don't think you're going to spend a whole lot to cash in on our late pick 4 this evening in London. Opening leg, again, we're going to try Kinnebromack for a price, and then we'll use the favorites. Twilight Zone, another great pick. Stay with My Inside Voice, Who Said Not To. 4 deep in the 10th, using Largent Alexander, Royal Double, Rain Man Blue Chit, and Tuca Rasp. And then again, we're going to key up Rough Trade. This ticket, $4.80 on a 20-cent wager. We've got best bets now, courtesy of our guest cappers this evening. Best bet segment. For me, I've mentioned it already. I'll mention it again. It's in race number 3. I'm all over number 4. Hot, I'm in control. Could be the only speed on gate in there. Expected to take some action, likely will be the 3. Say It All Sport. It's a first-time starter, though she's just a 2-year-old. Made up a ton of ground in the qualifier over Flamborough, was sitting some 20 lengths back at the half mile. Did finish up well to finish second by 5. So got the third quarter in, 28-3, and then 30-4 on the end. As mentioned, Flamborough was quicker than London. Hot, I'm in control. Wired them up in 2:01.1. I'm just not seeing any gate speed from any of the others in there. So I think Hot, I'm in control at a post 4. She could double up. My best bet on tonight's card in race number 3 for Ontario Racing. They've gone to race 4. They're going to use the rail starter. Always Been Crazy, saying this one is always in the hunt, and the one to beat tonight for Ontario Racing has Always Been Crazy. in race number 4. A few more best bet options later on in the card. Robert Reed Jr. will be joining us every Tuesday for his commentary, ticket ideas, race selections, his best bet tonight. He's gone to this one before. He'll go to him again. Number 7, Twilight Zone, race number 8. Robert noting this one is back to a seniors event and should be rolling early. Trying to overcome the outside post. Twilight Zone, race number 8. Robert Reed Jr.'s best bet selection. And for Lou Sorella, he'll give it a go for number 1, Rough Trade in the finale. Gets the rail advantage and now goes for 3 in a row tonight. Lou Sorella, the hashtag Lou knows best bet, Rough Trade in our finale. And that's going to do it for tonight's pregame. Again, 11 races, all 11 featured, of course, on HPIBet.com. You can play south of the border through TVG. It's another edition of Survivor Tuesday this evening. Always free to play online and on track. Best of luck when playing Survivor Tuesday. Give it a go for your chance to win with us. And again, fabulous book event here on track on Friday evening. Some Beach Somewhere, a harness racing legend. That book will be available on track, either here in the grandstand, or in the paddock for horse people on Friday night, so we'll look forward to that. Best of luck when playing the horses tonight. Again, it's 11 races beginning at 5:50 Eastern.